Maybe today felt heavier than you expected. But tonight, you don't have to carry it anymore. Take a slow breath with me right now. You made it through the day, through the conversations, through the responsibilities, through the quiet worries you never spoke out loud. And maybe, as your head rests against the pillow tonight, your body is tired, but your mind is still moving, replaying moments, rewriting conversations, wondering what tomorrow will bring. That quiet exhaustion you feel, it's real. Sometimes the weight isn't dramatic. It's subtle, a steady pressure in your chest, a tightness in your shoulders, a heaviness behind your eyes. You handled what you had to handle. You showed up for others. You did what needed to be done. But now the night has come, and the night was never meant to be an extension of your stress. It was meant to be a threshold into trust. This is not just the end of a day. This is a sacred space, right here, right now, in this quiet moment. The world slows down at night. The noise softens. The expectations loosen their grip. And heaven invites you into something different. Not tension, not striving, not problem solving, but surrender. The night was made for trust, not tension. You were never designed to carry your worries into your dreams. You were never meant to rehearse your fears under the stars. The God who created the evening sky did not intend for you to lie awake trying to control what only He can handle. So before we go any further, let's ground ourselves. Take another slow breath in through your nose. Hold it gently and release it slowly. Let your shoulders soften. Let your jaw relax. Let your hands unclench. This is your sacred space. Psalm 37:5 says, "Commit your way to the Lord. Trust in Him, and He will act." Commit your way. That doesn't mean you have all the answers. It doesn't mean everything is resolved. It doesn't even mean you understand what God is doing. It simply means you place it in His hands. Maybe you've been carrying unanswered questions. Maybe you've been waiting on clarity. Maybe something today didn't go the way you hoped. Commit your way to the Lord. That phrase is so powerful at night, because committing your way doesn't require solutions. It requires surrender. You don't have to fix it before you sleep. You don't have to solve it before morning. You don't have to rehearse every possible outcome. You can let go before the answers arrive. That's what trust looks like in the dark. Trust says, "God, I may not see what you're doing, but I believe you are doing something. And here is the promise. He will act. Not because you stayed up worrying, not because you forced the outcome, not because you controlled every variable, but because He is faithful." Right now, as your breathing slows and the room grows still, something holy is happening. You are stepping across a threshold, from effort into rest, from control into surrender. This is where peace begins. Not when everything makes sense, not when every door opens, not when every problem disappears, but when you decide to place your life back into God's hands. Maybe you've been strong all day. Maybe you've held it together for everyone else. Maybe you smiled when you felt overwhelmed. But here, in this quiet moment, you don't have to perform. God sees the parts no one else sees. The thoughts you didn't share, the worries you tucked away, the silent prayers you didn't finish. And He is not disappointed in you. He is inviting you to release the grip, inviting you to loosen the tension, inviting you to trust His timing. You are not responsible for holding the world together tonight. You are not responsible for managing tomorrow before it arrives. You are invited to rest. Let the pillow beneath your head remind you of something simple but powerful. God is still awake. He does not sleep. He does not grow tired. He does not miss details. While you rest, He remains watchful. While you breathe, He sustains. While you surrender, He works. So whisper this softly in your heart. Lord, I commit my way to you. Say it again slowly. I trust you to act. Feel what happens when you say that. There is a softening, a release, a shift from striving into safety. This night is sacred because it is surrendered. And as we move forward together in this prayer, let this truth settle deep inside you. You don't have to carry it anymore. God is near. God is steady. God is faithful. Now let your breathing grow slower. Let the noise fade even more. Let your heart prepare to release what it has been holding. Stay with me. We are only just beginning. Before we continue, if you're here with us in faith, type Amen in the comments so we know you are standing with us in prayer. You've done what you could today. Now let God do what only He can do. There comes a point every evening when your effort has reached its limit. You answered the emails, you made the calls, you showed up, you handled what needed handling. Some things went well, some things didn't. And now you are here, at the edge of the day. Psalm 37:5 says, "Commit your way to the Lord, trust in Him, and He will act." Tonight, those words are not theory, they are invitation. Commit your way. That word commit is deeper than it first appears. It means to roll something over onto another. To transfer the weight. To shift the responsibility. At night, committing your way to the Lord means this. You stop carrying what you were never meant to carry alone. It means you no longer rehearse unfinished conversations while staring at the ceiling. You no longer try to predict tomorrow's problems while the room grows dark. You no longer grip tightly to outcomes you cannot control. Instead, you roll them over onto Him. There are probably unfinished things from today still tugging at your mind. Tasks not completed, words left unsaid, situations unresolved. But unfinished does not mean abandoned. God is not pacing nervously about what you didn't complete. He is not anxious about tomorrow's meeting. He is not scrambling to figure out provision. He is steady. And when Scripture says, "Trust in Him and He will act," it is not suggesting passive hope. It is promising active faithfulness. He will act. Not on your timetable, not always in the way you expect, but in His wisdom, in His timing, in His love. One of the hardest tensions we carry into the night is urgency. We want answers quickly. We want clarity immediately. We want movement now. But God's timing is not driven by panic. His timing is driven by purpose. There are things you have been waiting on, doors you want opened, changes you long to see, healing you hope for. And sometimes the waiting feels like silence. But silence is not absence. Often what feels like delay is preparation. While you sleep tonight, God is not idle. He is aligning. He is arranging. He is softening hearts. He is preparing paths. The unseen work of God is just as real as the visible results you crave. And committing your way at night is an act of holy release. It is saying, "Lord, I have done what I could. Now I trust you with what I cannot." You don't need to strategize under the stars. You don't need to map out every possibility. You don't need to control tomorrow before it arrives. Right now, you can practice something simple. Whisper this quietly. God, I place this in your hands. Pause. Think of the one thing that keeps circling back in your thoughts, the thing you keep replaying. Now say it again. God, I place this in your hands. Feel how that shifts something inside you. You are not denying the situation. You are transferring the weight. Trust does not mean pretending everything is fine. It means believing that even when things are uncertain, God is certain. Trust means you can close your eyes without fear because you believe someone else is watching over what matters most to you. Maybe you're trusting God with your family tonight. Maybe you're trusting Him with your health. Maybe you're trusting Him with finances or decisions or relationships. Where urgency pushes you to hurry, faith invites you to rest. God is not rushed. He is not behind. He is not late. He sees the whole picture, not just today's piece of it. And as you commit your way to Him, something sacred happens inside your heart. Anxiety loosens its grip. Control softens. Breath deepens. This is how peace begins. Not when everything is resolved, but when everything is surrendered. So once more, let's practice together. Inhale slowly, and as you exhale, whisper, God, I place this in your hands. You don't have to solve it tonight. You don't have to force clarity. You don't have to chase the outcome. You can trust, because the promise remains. He will act. Not because you worried harder, but because He is faithful. Let that truth settle into you like a blanket, steady, warm, covering every anxious thought. You have done what you could today. Now let God do what only He can do. Stay here in this quiet trust. We're going deeper. You've been strong for everyone else. But who has been strong for you? Pause there for a moment. You have carried more than most people realize. You've answered the calls. You've listened to the worries. You've shown up steady when others were unraveling. You've held families together, kept routines intact, made sure everyone else was okay, and somewhere in the middle of all that strength, you got tired. Not the kind of tired that sleep alone fixes. The kind of tired that lives behind your smile. The kind that shows up when the house finally grows quiet. The kind that whispers, I don't know how much longer I can keep holding this. You've been the dependable one, the calm one, the responsible one. But who has carried you? Who has seen the tears you wiped away before anyone noticed? Who has heard the prayers you prayed under your breath when you didn't have words left? Tonight, God does. Psalm 55:22 says, Cast your cares on the Lord, and He will sustain you. He will never let the righteous be shaken. Cast your cares, not manage them, not organize them, not minimize them. Cast them. That word cast means to throw, to release with intention. But so many of us don't cast our cares. We clutch them. We carry them like stones in our pockets. Small at first, manageable. But over time, they accumulate. One stone for your family, one for your health, one for finances, one for regret, one for the future. And before you know it, your soul feels heavy. You weren't made to sleep with stones pressing against your heart. Close your eyes for a moment and picture it. In your hands, you are holding stones. Each one represents something you've been carrying. the conversation you can't fix, the person you're worried about, the decision you're unsure of, the timeline you wish would move faster. Feel the weight of them. Now imagine kneeling beside still water, calm, steady, reflective, and one by one, you drop the stones in. The first stone falls, then another and another. You hear the gentle splash. You feel your hands growing lighter. This is what surrender looks like. Not dramatic, not loud, just intentional release. Somewhere along the way, you may have believed that holding everything together was your responsibility. That if you loosened your grip, everything would fall apart. But what if the very thing exhausting you is the illusion that you are the glue? You were never meant to be the glue. You were meant to be held. There is a difference between responsibility and control. Responsibility is faithfulness in what God gives you. Control is gripping what only God can handle. And control is heavy. Sometimes we hold on because we think it proves love. Sometimes we carry everything because we think it proves strength. But real strength is knowing when to release. God is not asking you to prove anything tonight. He is inviting you to rest. He sees the fatigue in your spirit. He sees the quiet strain behind your steady exterior. He sees how long you've tried to carry what feels like the weight of the world. And He is not disappointed in you for being tired. He is aching for you to release it. Imagine Him standing in front of you now, not with crossed arms, not with criticism, but with compassion in His eyes. He is not saying, "Why can't you handle it?" He is saying, "You were never meant to handle it alone." Open your hands, slowly, physically if you can. Turn your palms upward. This posture changes something inside you. It shifts from defense to surrender, from gripping to receiving. Whisper softly, "Lord, I can't carry this anymore." There is no shame in that sentence. There is freedom in it. You are not weak because you are weary. You are weary because you have been strong for so long. But tonight, strength looks different. Tonight, strength looks like trust. Psalm 55:22 promises that when you cast your cares on the Lord, He will sustain you. Not just remove the burden, sustain you. That means He strengthens you underneath it. He steadies you when life feels unstable. He keeps your heart from collapsing under pressure. You will not be shaken. Not because you are unbreakable, but because He is. Let the tears come if they need to. Let your breathing deepen. Let your shoulders finally drop. You don't have to carry this into your sleep. You don't have to solve it before morning. You can let the stones sink. You can let your hands rest open. You can let God be strong for you now. Stay here in this surrender. We're going even deeper. What if instead of rehearsing your fears tonight, you rehearsed God's faithfulness? Think about how your mind works when the lights go out. The room grows quiet, but your thoughts grow louder. You replay conversations. You imagine scenarios. You predict problems that haven't happened yet. Worry often becomes a nighttime ritual, a quiet rehearsal of everything that could go wrong. And here's the thing. Worry feels productive. It feels like you are preparing. It feels like you are protecting yourself. It feels responsible. But Jesus gently speaks into that pattern. In Matthew 6:31-33, He says, "So do not worry, saying, 'What shall we eat?' or 'What shall we drink?' or 'What shall we wear?' But seek first His kingdom and His righteousness, and all these things will be given to you as well." Notice something beautiful. Jesus does not shame you for worrying. He doesn't scold you. He doesn't roll his eyes at your anxious thoughts. He doesn't say, "How many times do I have to tell you?" Instead, he redirects you. He gently shifts your focus. He says, "Seek first." Not try harder, not stop feeling, not fix yourself. Seek first. Worry is often just misdirected seeking. You are seeking security, seeking certainty, seeking control, seeking assurance that everything will be okay. Those desires are not wrong. They are human. But when we seek those things apart from God, they turn into anxiety. When we seek them in God, they turn into peace. Seek first His kingdom and His righteousness. That means before you rehearse tomorrow's fears, rehearse who God is. Before you imagine worst-case outcomes, remember past faithfulness. Before you chase answers, chase His presence. There is a quiet shift that happens when your attention moves from fear to faith. You stop asking, "What if this goes wrong?" And you begin asking, "Where is God in this?" And the answer is always the same. He is already there. You may be lying in bed worrying about tomorrow, but God is not pacing nervously about it. He is already in tomorrow, already aware, already present, already prepared. The thing you fear hasn't even happened yet, and God is already standing in that moment with provision. That is why Scripture reveals Him as Jehovah Jireh. The Lord will provide. Provision does not begin when you wake up. It begins in His sovereignty long before you ever see it. While you are here, breathing in this quiet room, God is not scrambling. He is steady. Worry says, "I need to figure this out." Faith says, "God is already working this out." Worry pulls your mind into imagined futures. Seeking God anchors your heart in present peace. So tonight, instead of rehearsing your fears, rehearse His faithfulness. Remember the times He carried you before. Remember the doors He opened unexpectedly. Remember the strength that showed up when you thought you had none left. You are still here. You are still sustained. You are still held. That is not an accident. That is grace. And when Jesus says, "All these things will be given to you," He is reminding you that provision is not something you force. It is something you receive. You don't have to earn tomorrow's care tonight. You don't have to calculate every outcome. You can rest. This doesn't mean ignoring responsibility. It means refusing to let anxiety dominate your heart. It means when a fearful thought surfaces, you gently redirect it. Instead of, "What if this fails?" you whisper, "God, you are my provider." Instead of, "What if I can't handle it?" you whisper, "God, you are already there." Instead of, "What if everything falls apart?" you whisper, "God, you hold all things together." That shift is powerful because what you focus on grows. If you focus on fear, fear expands. If you focus on God's presence, peace expands. And seeking first His kingdom at night looks very simple. It looks like turning your last thoughts of the day toward Him. It looks like allowing Scripture to quiet your mind instead of headlines. It looks like whispering gratitude instead of rehearsing stress. It looks like choosing trust even when clarity hasn't arrived. You are not weak because your mind wanders. You are human, but you are invited to redirect. Right now, take a slow breath and ask yourself gently, where has my mind been rehearsing fear? Now, without judgment, simply turn it. Turn it toward His goodness. Turn it toward His promises. Turn it toward His nearness. You don't have to silence every anxious thought perfectly. Just keep bringing them back, over and over. Like a child returning home, seek first. And the promise remains. all these things will be given to you. God already knows what you need tomorrow. He already sees what concerns you. He's not surprised by what lies ahead. So tonight, let your seeking settle into stillness. Let your attention rest in His presence. Let your heart remember that you are not facing tomorrow alone. God is already there. And that truth is enough to let your breathing slow and your spirit rest. Stay with me. There is more peace waiting for you. Don't take what burdens you into your dreams. There is something sacred about the moment just before sleep. It is the final doorway of the day. And what you carry through that doorway matters. Psalm 55:22 says, "Cast your cares on the Lord, and He will sustain you. He will never let the righteous be shaken." Cast your cares, not tuck them under your pillow, not hide them beneath exhaustion, not drag them into tomorrow. Cast them. Right now, become aware of your body. Notice your shoulders. Are they lifted slightly? Holding tension? Notice your chest. Is your breathing shallow, tight? Notice your jaw, your hands. You weren't made to sleep clenched. And yet, so many nights, we do. We lie in bed with invisible weight pressing on us. Emotional weight, relational weight, financial weight, future weight. Stress doesn't just live in the mind. It settles into muscles, into breathing, into posture. But God designed your body for rest. He designed your nervous system to calm, your heart to slow, your breath to deepen. So let's practice release together. Slowly unclench your fists. If your hands are tight, open them gently. Let your fingers relax. Feel what happens when you physically release. Now take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, imagine that breath carrying out some of the weight you've been holding. Psalm 55:22 does not say, "Manage your cares." It says, "Cast them." That means you are not responsible for holding them overnight. You do not have to babysit your problems while you sleep. You do not have to guard your worries as if they will disappear without supervision. God is not asking you to suppress what burdens you. He is inviting you to transfer it. Think again of those stones we pictured earlier. But this time, notice how they've settled in your body. One in your shoulders, one in your chest, one behind your eyes. Now imagine handing them to God directly, not throwing them randomly, placing them into capable hands. And as you release them, hear the second half of the promise. He will sustain you. That word sustain is powerful. It means to support from underneath, to hold steady, or to nourish strength. God does not merely remove burdens, He strengthens you beneath them. Picture a tree planted by water. Its roots stretch deep into the soil. The winds may blow, the seasons may change, but the tree does not collapse. Why? Because it is rooted. That is what God promises when you cast your cares on Him. You become rooted, not untroubled, not untouched by life, but steady. You will not be shaken. Right now, feel your back resting against the mattress or pillow. You are supported. Let that be a reminder of a deeper support. Underneath your worries, God is holding you. Underneath your fears, God is steady. Underneath your uncertainty, God is faithful. You don't have to grip tightly to stay upright. You are already being upheld. Take another slow breath. Inhale. Exhale. Let your shoulders drop another inch. Let your jaw soften. Let your eyelids grow heavier. You are not abandoning responsibility by resting. You are trusting the one who never sleeps. And tonight, before you close your eyes fully, make this decision. I will not carry what God has offered to carry for me. Whisper it quietly. I cast this on you, Lord. Be specific if you need to. This health concern, this financial pressure, this family tension, this uncertainty. Name it. Release it. And as you do, imagine your soul growing lighter. The rooted tree does not fear the night. It rests in unseen strength. And so can you. You do not have to enter sleep bracing yourself. You can enter sleep surrendered. God sustains, God steadies, God supports, and you are safe to rest. Stay here in this slow rhythm. There is deeper rest still ahead. Jesus isn't asking for your performance tonight. He's offering you rest. Listen closely to his words. In Matthew 11:28-30, Jesus says, "Come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you and learn from me, for I am gentle and humble in heart, and you will find rest for your souls. For my yoke is easy and my burden is light." Notice who he is speaking to: the weary, the burdened, the stretched thin, the ones who have been carrying too much for too long. That might be you tonight. And Jesus does not say, "Come to me when you have it together." He does not say, "Come to me when you are stronger." He says, "Come." Not perform, not prove, not fix. Just come. There is something deeply comforting about that word. Come. It means you are welcome as you are. Tired, uncertain, even a little undone. You don't need polished prayers. You don't need spiritual eloquence. You don't need to hide your exhaustion. You can come exactly as you are. And he promises something specific. I will give you rest. Not distraction, not temporary escape. Rest. The kind of rest that settles into your soul, the kind that slows your racing thoughts, the kind that untangles tension from your spirit. Jesus then speaks about a yoke. In his time, a yoke was a wooden beam placed across two oxen so they could carry a load together. It distributed weight. It allowed strength to be shared. When Jesus says, "Take my yoke upon you," he is not adding pressure. He is saying, "Stop carrying this alone." His yoke is not heavy because he carries the greater weight. This is the great exchange. You bring your burden. He gives you his peace. You bring your anxiety. He gives you his steadiness. You bring your weariness. He gives you his strength. That exchange is an act of faith. Rest is not weakness. Rest is trust. When you allow yourself to sleep, you are declaring something powerful. God, I trust you enough to close my eyes. That is faith in its quietest form. And Jesus describes himself as gentle and humble in heart. Gentle. He is not harsh with your tiredness. He is not impatient with your fears. He is not frustrated by your slow growth. He is gentle. Picture him as your shepherd through the night. A shepherd does not sleep deeply while the flock is vulnerable. He watches, he listens, he guards. Psalm 23 reminds us that the Lord is our shepherd, and a shepherd through the night ensures safety in the dark. While you sleep, Jesus watches. While you dream, he guards. While your body rests, he remains attentive. You are not unprotected in your vulnerability. You are covered. Tonight, instead of striving to manage everything, simply come. Whisper, "Jesus, I come to you." And then, "I receive your rest." Let that rest move through you, through your thoughts, through your breathing, through your muscles. Let it soften the tension behind your eyes. Let it quiet the voice that says, "You must do more." You have done enough for today. Now allow Him to carry what remains. And here is another beautiful promise hidden in this invitation. If you rest tonight in His care, morning will greet you differently. Lamentations 3:22-23 tells us, "Because of the Lord's great love we are not consumed, for His compassions never fail. They are new every morning. Great is your faithfulness." Morning mercy is already prepared. Tomorrow's grace has already been measured out. You do not need to generate tomorrow's strength tonight. It will meet you when you wake. For now, your assignment is simple. Come, receive, rest. Let Jesus be strong for you. Let Him share the yoke. Let Him steady your soul. The shepherd is near and you are safe to sleep. Stay with me. We are learning to rest more deeply still. God is not late. He is intentional. Waiting has a way of feeling like silence, like pause, like nothing is happening. You pray, you hope, you plan, and then nothing seems to move. At night, waiting can feel heavier. The unanswered questions grow louder. The timelines you imagined begin to feel distant. The plans you built start to wobble. But hear this gently tonight. Delay is not denial, and stillness is not abandonment. Proverbs 16:3 says, "Commit to the Lord whatever you do, and He will establish your plans." Notice the promise. It does not say you establish your plans. It says He does. That means even when your version collapses, His is still unfolding. Maybe you had a timeline in mind. Maybe you thought things would be different by now. Maybe you assumed that by this season of your life, certain prayers would already be answered. And when those expectations go unmet, it can feel like God is behind. But He is not behind. He is beyond. Beyond your perspective, beyond your limited view, beyond the small frame of today. Sometimes what feels like delay is divine preparation. Seeds do not sprout the moment they are planted. Roots grow underground before fruit appears above it. You cannot see roots forming in the dark soil, but that does not mean growth is not happening. Waiting is often holy preparation. While you feel stuck, God may be strengthening your character. While doors seem closed, He may be aligning circumstances. While nothing appears to move, unseen details are shifting. You are not forgotten in the waiting. You are being formed. It is hard when plans collapse, when what you carefully constructed falls apart, when the answer you hoped for does not come. But sometimes what collapses is not your future. It is your illusion of control. And in that collapse, something deeper is built. Trusting God's timing means aligning your calendar with heaven's wisdom. It means saying, "Lord, even if this takes longer than I want, I trust that you are writing something better than I could." Because He is writing every detail, every pause, every detour, every unexpected turn. You may feel like you are standing still, but God's pen is still moving. He is weaving conversations you have not had yet. He is arranging meetings you cannot foresee. He is softening hearts you think are closed. He is preparing answers before you even know the right questions to ask. There is comfort in knowing that God's timeline is not driven by panic. He does not rush. He does not scramble. He does not make last-minute adjustments because He forgot something. He is intentional. And if tonight you are carrying disappointment about timing, lay that down too. Whisper, "God, I release my timeline to you." Let that sink in. Release your timeline. Release the pressure of "by now." Release the comparison to others. Release the fear that you've missed something. You have not missed what God has for you. His plans are not fragile, they are established. And established plans do not crumble under delay, they deepen. While you wait, God strengthens your roots. While you wait, He teaches you trust. While you wait, He builds endurance that will sustain the blessing when it comes. Because blessings without preparation can overwhelm. But blessings aligned with maturity bring peace. You are not behind. You are becoming. And tonight, as you lie here in the quiet, let your heart loosen its grip on urgency. You do not need to hurry heaven. You do not need to push open doors God has not unlocked. You can rest in this truth. God is not late. He is intentional. He sees the full picture of your life, from the first breath to the final chapter. And the author of your story does not rush the plot. He writes with care. He writes with love. He writes with wisdom. So breathe slowly now. The waiting season is not wasted. The silence is not empty. The delay is not neglect. God is establishing something that will stand, and you are safe to trust Him with the timing. Stay here in this reassurance. We are moving toward deeper surrenders still. Tonight, you stop striving and start surrendering. You've reflected. You've breathed. You've listened. Now we pray. Not rushed, not rehearsed, but real. Let your heart settle. Let your breathing slow. And if you can, whisper these words quietly with me. Father God, tonight I come before you just as I am. Not polished, not strong, not pretending. I come weary in places, hopeful in others, but fully known by you. And right now, I stop striving. I stop trying to carry what you never asked me to carry. Lord, I give it to you. I give you my family. Every person I love, every concern I carry for them. The things I worry about but don't always say out loud. I place them in your hands. You love them even more than I do. I give you my fears, the quiet ones that show up at night, the what-ifs, the worst-case scenarios, the doubts about tomorrow. I lay them at your feet. I give you my regrets, the words I wish I hadn't said, the opportunities I feel I missed, the mistakes that still echo in my mind. You are the redeemer of broken things. I trust you to rewrite what I cannot undo. I give you my health, every ache, every unknown, every concern about my body. You formed me. You sustain me. You are my healer and my strength. I give you my future, the plans I've built, the dreams I'm still holding, the uncertainty I can't resolve. I release my timeline and trust yours. Father, I place my whole life under the shadow of your wings. Psalm 91 reminds me that the one who dwells in the shelter of the Most High rests in the shadow of the Almighty. Tonight, I choose to dwell there. Cover me with your feathers. Hide me under your faithful protection. Let your presence surround me like a shield. I pray over this home, every room, every doorway, every window. Let your peace fill these walls. Let your spirit hover in this space. Let every anxious thought that tries to enter be silenced by your authority. I ask for angelic protection over this house tonight. Stand guard, Lord. Let no fear take root. Let no darkness disturb what you have declared peaceful. I receive your covering. I receive your calm. I receive your rest. And Lord, I give you the burdens I can't even name. The weight I've gotten so used to carrying that I don't recognize it anymore. Search my heart. Lift what is too heavy. Strengthen what feels weak. I surrender, not because everything makes sense, but because you are faithful. You are my refuge. You are my defender. You are my shepherd through the night. As I close my eyes, I trust that you remain awake, watching, guarding, working. I give you my sleep. Let it be deep. Let it be restoring. Let it be free from tormenting thoughts. If I wake in the night, remind me you are near. Let my first thought be your name. Father, thank you that I do not have to carry this life alone. Thank you that surrender is not loss, it is safety. Thank you that under your wings I am secure. Tonight I stop striving and I start surrendering. In Jesus' name, amen. Now, before we move forward, let this not remain just words you listen to. If this prayer touched something deep in you tonight, I invite you to make it personal. In the comments, type, "I give it to you, God." Let that be your declaration, not to impress anyone, but to mark this moment of surrender. And if you know someone who has been carrying more than they should alone, share this prayer with them. Sometimes the simplest message of peace becomes someone's turning point. You are not alone in this. We are laying it down together, and there is even more peace waiting ahead. If this prayer brought you peace tonight, with all my heart, I've prepared a special gift for you. A long-forgotten prayer has just been uncovered, and those who speak it are witnessing miracles, divine favor, and blessings beyond understanding. You'll find this sacred video in the description below. Watch it tonight, and let God's peace guide your soul into rest. If you wake in the dark tonight, let your first thought be, God, you are here. There is something about the middle of the night. It is quiet, still, almost suspended in time. And yet, sometimes, it is the hour when anxiety feels loudest. You wake suddenly. No alarm, no sound, just awareness. Your eyes open. The room is dark, and your thoughts begin to move. Maybe your heart beats a little faster. Maybe your mind reaches for unfinished concerns. Maybe old fears try to resurface. If that happens tonight, do not be afraid of it. Waking in the night is not failure. It is not weakness. It is not proof that something is wrong. Sometimes it is simply a holy interruption, a gentle moment where heaven reminds you, I am still here. Psalm 121, 3-4 says, He who watches over you will not slumber. Indeed, he who watches over Israel will neither slumber nor sleep. While you sleep, God does not. While you drift, He remains alert. While your body rests, His watchfulness does not dim. If you wake in the darkness, remember this. You are not alone in the dark. God is awake, and He is not anxious. Often the middle of the night magnifies thoughts. Concerns feel bigger. Problems feel heavier. Loneliness feels sharper. But darkness does not change truth. God's presence does not shrink when the lights go out. So if your eyes open tonight, instead of reaching for fear, reach for Him. Instead of asking, what's wrong? Whisper, God, you are here. Keep it simple. No long prayer required, just presence. Try this short breath prayer. As you inhale, say quietly in your heart, you are with me. As you exhale, I am safe. Inhale, you are with me. Exhale, I am safe. Let your breathing slow. Let your body remember it is supported. Sometimes midnight awakenings are invitations. Invitations to surrender again. Invitations to trust deeper. Invitations to remember who guards your life. You do not have to analyze why you woke up. You do not have to solve anything in the dark. You do not have to fix tomorrow at 2 a.m. The night is not the time for solutions. It is the time for surrender. If anxious thoughts try to circle, gently redirect them. Not forcefully, not with frustration, just softly, like guiding a child back to bed. God, you are here. Say it again. God, you are here. Feel how those words steady you. He is here in this room, here in this breath, here in this silence, here in the darkness that feels bigger than it is. The one who formed the stars is not intimidated by your midnight thoughts. The shepherd who guards his flock does not sleep through your wakefulness. He watches, he protects, he comforts. So if you wake tonight, do not treat it as interruption. Treat it as reminder. Reminder that you are watched over. Reminder that you are known. Reminder that you are carried even when you are not conscious of it. Close your eyes again slowly. Let your body soften. Let your breathing deepen. Let the presence of God feel closer than your worries. If sleep returns quickly, receive it as gift. If it takes a few moments, rest anyway. You are not racing against time. You are resting in trust. The night belongs to God, and so do you. Stay here in this calm. Even the middle of the night is covered in peace. You don't have to be the strong one tonight. Maybe that sentence feels unfamiliar. For so long, strength has been your role. You are the one people lean on, the one who keeps perspective, the one who steadies the room when emotions rise. You have held families together. You have absorbed tension so others wouldn't have to. You have smiled when your heart was heavy because someone else needed you calm. And somewhere along the way, strength stopped being a choice and became an identity. But strength, when carried too long without rest, becomes exhaustion. Performance exhaustion, the quiet fatigue that comes from always being composed, always being capable, always being the one who has it together. You've learned how to smile through pain, how to say, "I'm fine," when you're not, how to carry disappointment without letting it show, how to comfort others while quietly swallowing your own grief. And maybe no one even realizes how much you're carrying. But God does. He sees behind the smile. He sees the cracks you've carefully hidden. He sees the silent tears that fall when the house is quiet. He sees the way you brace yourself before another day. Psalm 34:18 says, "The Lord is close to the brokenhearted and saves those who are crushed in spirit." Close, not distant, not observing from afar. Close. You do not have to impress God with your strength. You do not have to maintain composure in His presence. You do not have to prove your resilience. Tonight, you are allowed to stop performing. You are allowed to exhale the pressure of being the strong one. You are allowed to admit that you are tired, not because you have failed, but because you are human. There is a sacred difference between strength and self-protection. Sometimes what we call strength is actually self-protection, a shield we wear to avoid being vulnerable. But vulnerability in the presence of God is not weakness, it is trust. It is saying, "Lord, I don't have the energy to carry this image anymore." And He does not respond with disappointment. He responds with compassion. Picture divine compassion for a moment. Not cold, not analytical, but warm. Like a father placing a steady hand on your shoulder. Like a shepherd lifting a weary lamb. Like gentle eyes that say, "You don't have to hold yourself together here." Jesus wept. Jesus felt sorrow. Jesus withdrew to rest. The Son of God did not pretend in vulnerability. So why do you feel you must? There is no medal in heaven for silent suffering. There is no reward for pretending you're unaffected. God is not asking you to be unbreakable. He is asking you to be honest. Tonight, honesty looks like this. Lord, I'm tired of being strong. Say it softly. I'm tired of carrying this image. I'm tired of smiling when I'm hurting. There's no shame in those words. In fact, they open the door to healing, because emotional healing begins where performance ends. When you stop performing strength, you make room for real strength, the kind that comes from God sustaining you. 2 Corinthians 12:9 says, "My grace is sufficient for you, for my power is made perfect in weakness." Made perfect in weakness, not despite it, not after it disappears, in it. Your vulnerability is not disqualifying. It is inviting God's power to rest on you, inviting grace to fill the cracks, inviting compassion to replace pressure. So tonight, take off the armor. You don't need it here. Let your shoulders relax. Let your face soften. Let your breathing slow. You are not the glue holding everything together. God is, and He does not need your performance to keep the world steady. You can lay that role down. You can simply be His child, held, seen, loved. Not because you are strong, but because He is. Stay here in this gentle permission. There is deeper comfort still ahead. Even now, while your body prepares to rest, heaven is still moving. The room feels still. The lights are low. The noise has faded. Your breathing is slowing. It may feel like everything has paused, but in the unseen realm, nothing has stopped. God does some of His most beautiful work in quiet seasons. While you rest, He remains active. While you surrender, He continues aligning. While you sleep, heaven is still moving. Psalm 121:4 reminds us again. Indeed, He who watches over Israel will neither slumber nor sleep. That means there is never a moment when God is inattentive. He does not clock out at midnight. He does not grow weary at 3 a.m. He does not lose focus while you drift into dreams. Even now, while your body grows heavier with rest, divine activity continues. Think of all the things you cannot see tonight. You cannot see roots growing beneath the soil. You cannot see conversations forming that will impact your future. You cannot see how a heart somewhere may be softening. But unseen does not mean inactive. God specializes in invisible progress. While you lie here, doors may be quietly shifting, opportunities aligning, circumstances rearranging. What feels still to you may be preparation in motion. There are prayers you prayed weeks ago that are still unfolding. There are seeds you planted years ago that are still developing underground. There are details in your life that are being written with precision. You are not stuck. You are being positioned. Sometimes we mistake silence for stagnation. But silence is often sacred construction. Picture a craftsman working behind a curtain. You cannot see the hands shaping the wood. You cannot hear every adjustment. But when the curtain opens, the work is complete. God is shaping behind the scenes. He is aligning people. He is orchestrating timing. He is preparing answers. And preparation often happens in stillness. The world teaches you that progress must be visible to be real. But heaven does not operate that way. Invisible progress is still progress. Spiritual alignment does not always announce itself. Sometimes it unfolds quietly, like dawn slowly pushing back the night. You may not feel dramatic change tonight, but that does not mean nothing is happening. God is not waiting for you to strive harder before He moves. He's already moving. While you release control, He strengthens foundations. While you sleep, He steadies outcomes. While you breathe slowly in this room, heaven continues its careful work. There may be a relationship you're worried about. God can soften hearts you cannot reach. There may be a door you're hoping will open. God can align opportunities you cannot force. There may be provision you're concerned about. God can prepare resources you cannot predict. You are not responsible for managing unseen details. That is divine territory. Your role tonight is trust. Trust that stillness does not mean neglect. Trust that waiting does not mean forgetting. Trust that the story is still being written. Sometimes the most powerful work happens when you are unaware of it. Just as your body repairs itself while you sleep, restoring cells, calming systems, so God restores circumstances while you rest. Healing can begin in the dark. Alignment can happen in silence. Breakthrough can be prepared in stillness. So instead of fearing the quiet, receive it. Instead of interpreting delay as inactivity, see it as careful design. Instead of trying to stay awake to guard the future, allow yourself to rest in divine oversight. You are not alone in this night. Heaven is attentive. God is precise. And what concerns you is not forgotten. Let that truth settle like a gentle reassurance over your heart. You do not have to watch over what God is already watching over. You do not have to stay alert for what God is already arranging. You can sleep because He is working. And when morning comes, you may not see every answer immediately, but you can wake knowing something has shifted. Something has been prepared. Something has been aligned. Even now, while your body prepares to rest, heaven is still moving. Stay here in that quiet hope. We are approaching even deeper surrender. What if the very thing exhausting you is the thing God never asked you to hold? Sit with that for a moment. You've been gripping something tightly. Maybe it's a situation. Maybe it's a person. Maybe it's an outcome. Maybe it's a timeline. And you've convinced yourself that holding it proves love, that gripping it proves responsibility, that controlling it proves strength. But what if the exhaustion you feel is not from life itself, but from clenching? Look at your hands for a moment. Even now, without realizing it, they may be slightly tight, fingers curled inward, muscles subtly engaged. We do the same thing with our hearts. We clench around fear, clench around plans, clench around expectations, because letting go feels dangerous. If I loosen my grip, what if everything falls apart? If I release control, what if it spirals? If I stop managing it, who will? Fear whispers that letting go equals loss. But faith whispers something different. Beloved, open your hands. Can you hear that? Not shouted, not forced, whispered. Beloved, open your hands. There is tenderness in that voice. God is not prying your fingers open in frustration. He is inviting you into relief. You've been holding this for so long that it feels like part of you. Control can become familiar, even comforting, because as long as you're gripping it, you feel involved. But control is heavy, and real strength is not found in how tightly you hold on. It's found in how deeply you trust. Slowly, physically, open your hands now. Turn your palms upward. Feel the vulnerability in that posture. Open hands cannot defend. Open hands cannot grasp. Open hands can only receive. And maybe that's what scares you. Receiving means trusting. Trusting that someone else is steady. Trusting that someone else sees what you don't. trusting that someone else cares enough to carry what you release. Whisper this quietly: Lord, I release control. Say it again: I release control. Notice what rises inside you when you say that. Maybe resistance, maybe relief, maybe tears. All of it is okay. You have been strong for so long. You have managed, strategized, planned, adjusted. But tonight, strength looks different. Strength looks like surrender. Strength looks like saying, God, I cannot hold this together anymore. And here is the sacred truth. You were never meant to hold it together. You were meant to be held. Imagine placing the thing you've been gripping into God's hands, not throwing it away, placing it deliberately, carefully, trusting that His hands are stronger than yours. And in that moment of release, something shifts. Your shoulders drop, your breathing deepens, your mind quiets. Because when you stop trying to control everything, you create space for peace. God is not waiting for you to collapse before He steps in. He has been here the whole time. But control blocks comfort. Clenched fists cannot receive reassurance. Open hands can. Listen closely now. I've got you? That is not your imagination. That is the steady truth of heaven. I've got you. Not conditionally, not temporarily, not until you mess up again. Fully, completely, faithfully. You do not have to monitor every outcome. You do not have to guard every possibility. You do not have to hold yourself upright through sheer willpower. You can release. You can rest. You can trust. This is your sacred reset moment. Not dramatic, not loud, but decisive. You are choosing trust over control. You are choosing surrender over strain. You are choosing open hands over clenched fists. Stay there, palms open, breathing slow, heart soft. You are not losing anything by releasing control. You are gaining peace. And the one who holds the universe is more than capable of holding your life. I've got you. Let that be the last thing your spirit hears before we move forward. Stay with me. We are stepping into even deeper peace. Let God's peace stand guard over your thoughts tonight. Now that your hands are open, now that you've released control, there is something beautiful waiting for you. Peace. Not fragile peace, not temporary calm, but guarded peace. Philippians 4:7 says, "And the peace of God, which transcends all understanding, will guard your hearts and your minds in Christ Jesus." Notice that word, guard. Peace is not passive. It does not drift through your life like a soft breeze that disappears when pressure rises. It stands watch, like a sentry at the gate, like a soldier protecting a city, like a shepherd guarding the flock. God's peace guards your heart. It guards your mind. That means you are not defenseless against anxious thoughts. You are not exposed to every spiral that tries to form. You are not alone with intrusive worries. Peace stands at the entrance of your thoughts tonight. Sometimes, when you lie down, your mind tries to run. It replays conversations. It imagines scenarios. It creates problems that are not even present. Spirals begin quietly. One thought leads to another. And before you know it, your body feels tense again. But tonight is different, because peace is standing guard. If a fearful thought approaches, peace intercepts it. If anxiety tries to enter, peace blocks it. If your mind begins to race, peace gently slows it, not by force, but by presence. The peace of God transcends understanding. That means it does not depend on everything making sense. It does not require all circumstances to be resolved. It can exist even when questions remain unanswered. Right now, your nervous system may still be holding traces of tension. That is normal. Stress lingers in the body. But peace can calm the body too. Take a slow breath in. Let your chest rise gently. Now exhale slowly. As you exhale, imagine peace flowing down through your shoulders, into your arms, into your hands. Another breath in. And as you release it, let peace settle into your jaw, your neck, your forehead. God designed your body to respond to calm. Your heart rate slows when you feel safe. Your muscles relax when you feel protected. And spiritually, you are protected. Peace is guarding you. You do not have to manually control every thought tonight. You do not have to argue with every fear. You can let peace do its work. When a thought rises, instead of chasing it, simply whisper, "God's peace guards me." Say it softly. God's peace guards me. Feel how that shifts something. Peace is not weak. It is strong. It is active. It is divine calm flowing into your system. Imagine your mind as a doorway. Tonight, peace stands there. Only what aligns with God's truth is allowed to enter. Fear does not get full access. Doubt does not get permanent residence. Peace is discerning. Peace is steady. Peace is vigilant. And your heart can finally rest. You are not fighting your thoughts alone. You are not trying to self-manage your mind into stillness. God Himself is guarding you. Let your breathing slow even more. Let your eyelids grow heavier. Let the truth of Philippians 4:7 sink deeply. His peace is guarding your heart. His peace is guarding your mind. His peace is surrounding you like a shield. You are not spiraling tonight. You are sheltered. You are not overwhelmed. You are overseen. The calm you feel beginning to spread is not imagination. It is promise. Let it move through you. Let it steady you. Let it protect you. Stay here in this guarded peace. We are almost ready to close this night in blessing. Let this home be covered in holy peace tonight. As the night deepens and your body prepares to rest, I want to speak blessing over the space around you. Not just over your thoughts, not just over your heart, but over your home. This place where you sleep, these walls that surround you, this roof that shelters you. Let this home be covered in holy peace tonight. Picture a gentle covering settling over your house like a soft blanket. Not heavy, not dramatic, but steady. Psalm 91 speaks of dwelling in the shelter of the Most High, resting in the shadow of the Almighty. Tonight, let that shelter extend beyond your heart and into every corner of your home. May peace rest in the living room. May calm settle in the kitchen. May quiet reassurance fill the hallway. May comfort linger in the bedroom. Every room touched by the presence of God. If there has been tension here, let it dissolve. If there has been worry in these walls, let it fade. If there has been fear whispered in the quiet, let it be silenced by truth. Father, I ask that you place angelic protection around this home tonight. Stand guard at every entrance, watch over every window. Let no anxiety cross the threshold. Let no darkness linger where your light dwells. You are a refuge. You are a fortress, and under your wings there is safety. May this home feel different tonight, not because circumstances changed, but because your presence is acknowledged. Let the atmosphere shift from stress to stillness, from tension to trust, from pressure to peace. Now I speak blessing over your dreams. Sleep is not wasted time. It is sacred restoration. As your body rests, may your spirit be refreshed. Let your dreams be gentle. Let them be free from tormenting images or anxious storylines. If God chooses to speak through dreams, may it be with clarity and kindness. If He simply allows deep, uninterrupted rest, may it restore every tired place within you. No fearful dreams, no restless tossing, no waking with panic. Only calm, only safety, only holy quiet. And as you sleep, your future remains secure. You do not drift into uncertainty. You rest in sovereignty. Your tomorrow is not floating unguarded in the dark. It is already held in the hands of God. The decisions ahead of you, the conversations waiting for you, the outcomes you cannot yet see. They are not unmonitored. They are not accidental. They are already known. So tonight, as you lie here in this protected space, remember, you are covered. Your home is covered. Your sleep is covered. Your future is covered. Let your breathing slow even more. Let the atmosphere feel lighter. Let your body recognize that it is safe. You do not need to scan for danger. You do not need to stay half alert. You can fully rest. God is watching over this home. God is watching over your dreams. God is watching over your tomorrow. And nothing escapes His care. If you have loved ones sleeping under this same roof, may they feel peace too. If you have family far away, may God's covering extend to them as well. No distance limits His protection. No darkness diminishes His presence. Let this home be a sanctuary tonight, a place where fear loses its voice, a place where peace settles deeply, a place where God's presence is more real than any worry. Rest here, protected, sheltered, watched over. We are preparing to seal this night in complete peace. Peace isn't a moment. It's a sanctuary you can return to every single night. Tonight may feel especially calm. Maybe your breathing is slower than when we began. Maybe your thoughts are quieter. Maybe your shoulders have softened in ways you didn't even notice. But this peace is not meant to be a one-time experience. It is a rhythm, a returning, a sacred habit. Every day brings its own weight. Conversations, decisions, unexpected emotions. Even on good days, there is movement. There is responsibility. There is strain. And that is why night is such a gift. It gives you the opportunity to reset, to surrender again, to realign your heart with God's steady presence. Lamentations 3:22-23 reminds us, "Because of the Lord's great love, we are not consumed, for His compassions never fail. They are new every morning. Great is your faithfulness." New every morning. That means no matter what today carried, tomorrow brings fresh mercy. But here is something beautiful. The mercy of morning is often prepared in the surrender of night. When you end your day in trust, you begin the next day in peace. This is how spiritual habits are formed. Not through pressure, not through obligation, but through consistency. Returning to God at night builds something steady inside you. Each evening becomes a gentle reminder. You are not alone. You do not carry this life by yourself. You are held. And repetition does not weaken this truth. It deepens it. The world may tell you that routine is boring. But spiritually, repetition creates safety. When your heart knows that each night you will lay your burdens down, anxiety loses its power. When your mind knows that before sleep you will surrender control, tension begins to loosen earlier in the day. Peace becomes familiar. Peace becomes accessible. Peace becomes home. That is what this space is meant to be. A sanctuary you return to. Not because you failed, not because you are desperate, but because you are building trust, and you are not doing this alone. There are others listening tonight, others breathing slower in the same quiet moment, others choosing surrender over striving. There is something sacred about that shared rhythm, a community of hearts turning toward God at the end of the day. If this prayer has helped you find rest tonight, let that not remain silent. You can quietly mark this moment by typing in the comments, "Tonight, I choose peace," or share what you're trusting God with. Your words may become the encouragement someone else needs to read. And if you want to continue building this rhythm of surrender, I invite you to subscribe and return each night, not out of obligation, but as a practice, a steady turning of your heart toward rest. Each week, more prayers, more reflection, more sacred pauses before sleep. Let this become part of your evening, a gentle habit of trust. And if you know someone who carries more than they admit, someone who lies awake with thoughts too heavy to hold, share this prayer with them. Sometimes peace spreads quietly. Sometimes hope arrives through a simple message. You are building something deeper than relaxation. You are building spiritual resilience, night by night, prayer by prayer, surrender by surrender. Peace is not a passing feeling. It is a place you return to. And tomorrow night, when the day has taken its toll again, this sanctuary will still be here. God's mercies will still be new. His faithfulness will still be steady. And you will still be invited to lay it all down. Stay with me. We are about to seal this night in complete and gentle rest. This night is holy. You can rest now, because your life and your tomorrow are safe in God's hands. The day is done. The striving has ended. The surrender has been spoken. Now, there is nothing left for you to carry. Psalm 4:8 says, "In peace I will lie down and sleep, for you alone, Lord, make me dwell in safety." In peace, not in pressure, not in fear, not in uncertainty, in peace. You are not lying down alone tonight. You are lying down held by the one who never sleeps, held by the one who watches over you, held by the one who is already present in tomorrow. Isaiah 26:3 says, "You will keep in perfect peace those whose minds are steadfast, because they trust in you." Perfect peace, not fragile peace, not temporary quiet. Perfect peace, whole, steady, complete. And that peace is not earned. It is received. Right now, if any final thoughts are still lingering, let them drift through your hands. You do not need to replay the day. You do not need to prepare for tomorrow. You do not need to solve anything else before you sleep. Release it. Let this be the final exhale of control. Take one slow breath in, and as you breathe out, whisper softly, "I surrender." Another breath in and out, "I trust." One more slow breath, and gently, "I rest." Let those words settle deep into your spirit. I surrender. I trust. I rest. Feel your body growing heavier against the mattress. Feel your mind softening. Feel your breathing deepening. This is what safety feels like. Now let these truths be whispered over you. You are safe. Not because everything is predictable, but because God is faithful. You are loved. Not because you performed perfectly today, but because His love is constant. You are not alone, not in this room, not in this life, not in this season. You are surrounded by presence. Your home is covered. Your heart is guarded. Your future is held. There is nothing slipping through God's hands tonight. Nothing overlooked. Nothing forgotten. Even the things you released earlier, the timelines, the fears, the unanswered questions, they remain secure. God is holding everything, so you do not have to. Let your thoughts grow quieter now. Let your body fully relax. Let your spirit sink into stillness. If sleep comes quickly, receive it as gift. If it comes slowly, rest anyway. You are not rushing toward tomorrow. You are resting inside grace. Seal this night with one final whisper. This night is sealed in God's peace. Say it gently. This night is sealed in God's peace. There is no more to carry, no more to solve, no more to prove. Just rest. And when morning comes, mercy will meet you there. Strength will rise with you. Grace will greet you. But for now, sleep in peace. And remember, come back here every night. This is your sanctuary of rest. Good night. Rest deeply. God is holding everything.